Welcome to you once again in the Department of English, and you are watching a video based on the last chapter of the interesting novel that is Animal Farm, written by George Orwell. Now here the circuit is going to be complete. So this is a lesson plan for you on which we are studying this video. First of all, the first point is the first generation is no more. The first generation of animal, number of animals, they are died in this before this chapter opens. The second one is the pride of animal, how the remaining animals and the new animals arrived in Animal Farm. They are proud of that they are the members of Animal Farm. The third point is, now we have already studied the seven commandments or the principles of animalism. So here the single commandment is made by Squealer. Which is it? Let's have to study in this chapter. The next one is how the pigs are privileged and how they are more equal than the other animals. And the last one is the title or the name of this farm is going to be changed and it becomes Manor Farm. So it is Animal Farm and now it is at the last it is going to be Manor Farm. So let's have to study this chapter one by one. Number one is first generation is no more. Now the seasons and years are already past, but there is no change in daily routine of animals who are working in the animal farms. Muriel, Bluebell, Jessie, Pincher, John, they are already died. Only few animals like few pigs, Clover, Benjamin and Moses, they only remained and they only know the principles of animalism, the battles or old measure, or we can say everything about Animal Farm. Even the newcomers in this Animal Farm, they don't know what is the situation before the revelation takes place. The population of pigs and the population of dog is increased. Even Snowball is also forgotten. In the production, dogs and pigs never play a vital role, but the their population is only increased in this Animal Farm. So in the last chapter we studied that the retirement age of every animal is described, but no animal in Animal Farm is retired. Now Clover becomes old and stout. There are pains in her joint and her eyes are too weak to see clearly. She already passed her retiring age. She is already past 2 years of her retiring age. And she remembers Boxer. Benjamin remembers Boxer. No other animal remembers Boxer. In short, we can say the hard worker, the honest animal in the Animal Farm, that is Boxer, is forgotten permanently. Now there are, besides Clover, there are 3 horses. They are fine and upstanding, but these animals, these horses also cannot fail to read. They cannot read beyond B. Now the owner of the Animal Farm, that is Napoleon, becomes owner of this Animal Farm. and he buys 2 extra farms from Pillington. And here Benjamin becomes speechless after the death of Boxer. Then we are told about the windmill project. The windmill is completed, but it fails to generate electricity. The windmill is used for the milling corn only to get handsome profit. Means there is no change in the life of the animals. The dream shown by Snowball and old Major. So new threshing machines and hay elevator, these works are gone to this windmill. And Napoleon, when somebody asked Napoleon that they remember that whenever the windmill project will complete, the work of animal will be less. But Napoleon advised them that luxury is the contrary to the spirit of animalism, and so work hard and live frugally. Okay, and Squealer also says or advises them that actually pigs are working very honestly. Their work is a laborious work. They work every day enormously. They have to do maintain the files, the reports, minutes, memorandum, and they have to do this work very carefully. And this is endless work. Again, there is a endless work for the pigs. And what is that endless work? That is supervision and organization. So he says we have to do this work very carefully, and we have to burn the papers immediately, because we are doing it for the security of the animal farm. But no animal complains against this situation. On the contrary, all the animals feel pride that they are the members of this animal farm. They still never lose their hope. They feel honor and privilege that they are the member of this Republic Animal Farm. And it is the only farm in England which is owned and operated by the animals. That's why they feel very happy. They become very happy when they listen or when they hear the gun booms or the flag hosting, and their hearts, we can say, swell with the number of things like imperishable pride about this animal farm. Then they talks about the heroic days in a animal farm. John's expulsion, 7 commandments, the great battles takes place in animal farm, that is the cowshed battle and the windmill battle. And they are sure, they are hopeful that after passing some period, no human feet trodden fields of England. Still they are, we can say, hopeful. And they are also pride about the life, that they think that all animals in the animal farm are equal. Nobody is master and nobody is slave. Actually, this is not the picture, because Napoleon becomes the supreme power, and all other animals, they are working under the supervisions and guidelines given by Napoleon. So in short, we can say there is no change in the animal's life. Still, they sleep on straw, they drink water in dirty pool. There is the trouble of cold in the winter season. There is the trouble of flies in the summer season. And then later on, they convince themselves that the hunger, hardship and disappointment is the unalterable law of their life. And squirrel, meanwhile, one important thing takes place. That is, squirrel takes the sheep to clean the waste ground at the corner of animal farm, and he stays with them. He stays with the sheep, and because he wants to teach them what he taught them. Later on we will notice it. So one day, at the when animals are working, are busy in their day-to-day life, all the animals, they are surprised to see that there is a queue of pigs, and they are walking on their hind legs, and there are some whips in their hands, and all the pigs are walking on their two legs, on their two hind legs. And here, when the other animals are surprised, the sheep starts to bleat loudly. 4 legs good, 2 legs better. Actually, what they usually bleat? 4 legs good, 2 legs bad. But now the sheep changed their slogan, and it becomes 4 legs good, 2 legs better, because the pigs start to walk on their 2 hind legs. And Benjamin, he breaks the rule for the first time in the novel, and Clover asks him to read whatever the principles inscribed on the wall, and that is related to the 7 commandments. And when Benjamin reads, instead of 7 principles or 7 commandments, a single commandment is written on the board or on the wall. And what is that? All are equal, but some are more equal than the others. Actually, it has no meaning, we can say. All are equal, but some are more equal than the others. And these some are more equal. They are nobody else but the pigs. And so I say the pigs are privileged, and they are more equal than the other animals in the animal farm. They have got the better facilities in compare with the other animals in the animal farm. What facilities they have got? First of all, the pigs has wireless set. They have telephone connection. There are magazines and newspapers were provided to read for the newspaper, just like Daily Mirror. These pigs start to read magazine and newspaper. Then the pipes to smoke tobacco is allowed to, especially Napoleon. Pigs are allowed to wear John's clothes. Even Napoleon also wears John's leather leggings even also. And his favorite sew, she is also allowed to wear Mrs. John's silk dress. Then one day, all animals, they are very surprised to see that there is a meeting in the animal farm. So a dozen of farmers visit animal farm. They inspect this animal farm, and there is the conference among the on one side there are pigs, and on other side there are farmers, just like Pillington and Frederick. They are also participated in it. And here Napoleon deputes and invites his neighboring farmers to inspect the farm. The whole farm is inspected very carefully, and all the farmers, they admire animals. And then here they also admire the windmill project in the animal farm, the hard contribution of the animals in developing the farm. Then this tour of inspection. After this tour of inspection, Pillington gives a speech in the meeting, and he admires the policy of Napoleon, and now he wants to rebuild the relation with animal farm. Then after the speech of Pillington, Napoleon gives a speech. Certain resolutions are passed in this meeting, and Napoleon in his speech, he says, Mr. Pillington is referring this animal farm again and again, but I would like to say him that I am going to change the name of this farm, and from henceforth the animal farm will be known as Manor Farm. So here the novel ends. This is the end of chapter number 10. When we start to read the novel in chapter number 1, it is Manor Farm. Then from chapter number 2 to chapter number 9, it becomes Animal Farm. And at the end of the novel, it becomes again Manor Farm. So such an interesting novel ends here. So I thank you to spare time with me. I hope that you like my video. Thank you very much.